Your company has values. Those values include excellence, innovation, autonomy, collaboration, trust, curiosity, transparency. Ask me how I know that because I do my research. How do these values actually influence your approach to client partnership and project delivery? So I know that there's a set of decisions that go into this is the project that we're going to take on. These are the people we're going to partner with. Tell me a little bit more about how your values play into that.
It's a good question, but it's also important to say that we build ourselves through the Upwork platform. And that was actually a really good thing because on the Upwork platform, you need to be transparent because you have a lot of competitors. And it's funny because you build a company over 9 years, you have a lot of experience, you've done that a lot. Sometimes you still your competitor is the guy from, India that is charging $10 an hour. And sometimes you lose for that guy. So transparency is the first thing that you have to do because you compare the work between the guy with $10 an hour, right? So you have to explain everything. You have to be transparent through the whole process. So we have to develop ourselves to be as much transparent, to try to answer all the questions and everything that the client need before we start each project, right? And when the project starts, I'm not a part of that. So our developers need to decide, how much to charge and how this is going to work. So we were able to really create a process that the developers just are going to say how much time they're going to take to build that kind of infrastructure for the client, right? If they're going to take 1 week, that's 1 week of work. If they're going to say they're going to take 2 weeks, it's going to take 2 weeks. I don't have control of that. I don't have a way to put anyone to change that decision at that point because everything needs to be so transparent. Clients need to go to meetings with the developers and they're going to ask how much time. So it's hours for everyone. And the only hours that we charge is the hours for that developer because, again, we cannot add more and more layers and make everything complicated because our competitor is the guy from India is charging just 10 hours and he's the guy that is negotiating and discussing and charging and doing everything. So we have to make sure it's way better and not complicated and not that much expensive from the guy. That's give us an opportunity to develop ourselves, to make sure the clients understand and the process is as transparent and simple as possible. So they can come back not only for that project, but for way more projects. And I think that was put us here 9 years later. Most it's really hard to get here, get something more investment or get sold, but we keep here. We don't think about selling or anything else because those clients that are coming back that are the ones that continue putting us here.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate it, share it with your network. Let's keep the conversation going on social media using Dynamic Decisions Podcast. And until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and keep leading with purpose.